right, West Virginia Democrats are heading to the polls right now. Hillary Clinton is heavily favored, but is it too little, too late? Joining us right now with a fair and balanced debate, Democratic strategist Bob Beckel joins us, screen left, as you can see appropriately, and radio talk show host Mike Gallagher down in Dallas. He is screen right. Guys, good morning to you.
Of course.
Good morning.
Of course, I have to be screen right. That's in my contract.
And here I am in the middle. Call me Switzerland. All right, Bob, let's start with you. Hillary Clinton's going to win. Going to win big, if you believe all the polls. But tell me why this is as big a night for John McCain as it is for Hillary Clinton.
Well, I'll tell you, Switzerland, I can think of some other hoods, but I won't. Look, the reason it's a big night for McCain is it's not the magic question whether she's going to win. We know she's going to win. She may win really big. The question is, does she once again beat him among lower to middle income working class voters by a big margin? Because in Appalachia, which stretches from New York down through Kentucky, West Virginia, even in North Carolina, one of the few counties he lost was in Appalachia, and then up and through Pennsylvania and Ohio. Those are places that are where he has not done well. And from McCain's standpoint, if he doesn't do well there again, they'll see it as that much bigger of an opening for them. And among voters that, at least in the state of Ohio and Pennsylvania, you need to get at least some margin to win.
Hey, let me ask you, Mike Gallagher, why do you think she's still in it?
Because of Rush Limbaugh and Operation Chaos. Operation Chaos has been executed brilliantly. Rush, again, reminds the country why he's the master. People crossed over and voted for Hillary. The Democrats are in total turmoil. Bob Beckel can barely get out of bed in the morning. These guys are so confused. They don't know whether to scratch their fanny or wind their watch. I mean, these guys are totally flummoxed.
Gallagher, how much farther into the tank you want to go for Limbaugh? I mean, you talk about scratching.
Bob, you've got to admit,
it is what it is.
In Indiana, it was so close. She just barely eked out a win, and Rush Limbaugh was beating the drum, saying, "Go out there, Republicans, and vote for Hillary."
Here in Texas,
Okay, I'll give him Indiana, but no other state. When he talked about Texas, the rest of that,
Texas.
Oh, ridiculous, Mike! Those votes were already. Those people were already registered before that. You guys,
you guys are so lost.
We're lost. We're lost.
You're lost.
$4 gasoline, and you got George Bush in the White House at 29%, and we're lost. Are you kidding me?
Turmoil, angst. You're not going to have a candidate at the convention, and when that happens, I'm telling you, you're going to be staring into the abyss. You're going to be hitting yourself saying, "What has happened?" And Mike, I'll tell you, it's Rush Limbaugh.
You did inhale, and it was this morning. Because I'm telling you, if you think that this is anything but a perfect Democratic year, you're nuts. I mean,
I'm inhaling the fumes of Democrat chaos.
Real quickly, Bob Beckel, will it wind up going all the way to the convention?
No, absolutely not. It'll be over by the 15th of June.
Mike Gallagher, will he go all the way to the convention?
Absolutely. They're going to have a total, complete mess on their hands, and our side loves it.
All right.
And guys, the Wizard of Oz was real.
Hey, I'm from Kansas. Believe me, it was real. Hey, guys, stand by, because speaking of conventions, Ron Paul and his Polyacs are talking about perhaps staging a revolt at the Republican convention. We're going to be talking about why they could be protesting in Minneapolis, much to the glee of Bob Beckel.
Well, we're going to go back to our two guests, if they're talking to each other still. The major revolt is in the works for supporters of Congressman Ron Paul. What do they have in store for Senator John McCain? All right, so Mike, tell us about this, because apparently Ron Paul supporters, and we know that they are very strong in their beliefs, they are going to protest at the Republican convention?
Well, now, I will concede that this could be a little bump in the road for the Republicans at the convention. There is no question that this could be a major headache for John McCain. I talk to Ron Paul supporters every day on my radio show from all over the country. They are a passionate bunch. They are absolutely focused, and I think John McCain would be well served to kind of reach out and give him an olive branch at the convention. Let him speak, give him a role, because if these people are disrespected, this this, combined with Bob Barr's announcement that Barr now is running as a libertarian, is going to just take votes away from John McCain and could be a disaster for the Republican Party.
Hey, Bob, with Barack Obama about 150 votes away from the magic number of 2025, what are the chances that the Clintons can move the goalposts at the end of the fourth quarter and change that magic number up to 2,209, as Howard Wolfson suggested on Sunday?
About as good a chance as Mike does of getting a Republican elected president in 2008. But, hey, Mike, first of all, I love Mike. I just want you people to understand this. Let's talk about Ron Paul for a second. The answer is they can't move the numbers. But Ron Paul, I couldn't agree with you more, Mike. He could be a real problem. Ron Paul, I think he ought to get a primetime speech at the convention. This is the only guy that has a bubble doll made for him that his head doesn't move. But
his thighs made out of stainless steel.
No, and you talk about you talk to them on the phone every day. When you say these are committed people, let's be honest about it. They're nuts, and they're going to shut that convention.
Take it easy, Bob. Take it easy.
No, wait a second. I know they'll call. No, I don't mean nuts in a bad way. I mean they're nuts about their guy.
Really? That's a term of endearment,
you think I got through politics for 30 years without knowing how to spin out of a trouble like that?
Listen,
they're nuts about their candidate. They're encouraged. Yes. But I think they ought to do it, Mike, and I think it'd be great for you guys to have Ron Paul at your convention.
Well, listen, I mean, it'll show some diversity at the convention.
Sure.
That's okay.
Why not?
Yeah, well, there's the kind of diversity you need, brother.
And
you guys love diversity.
Bob Beckel, what is your personal email address?
Thank you. What's his phone number?
It's sducey at foxnews.com.
All right. Bob Beckel and Mike Gallagher.
He's the guy that called Ron Paul folks nuts.
No,
Mike Gallagher,
I didn't. I mean, you're nuts. You're in love with him. I didn't mean that. I really didn't.
Learn to answer the question, Bob.
Put the toothpaste back in the tube.
I didn't mean it. I love you people.
Mike and Bob, we thank you very much for joining us.
Bob.
All right.
That was a very lively debate. We thank both of those gentlemen. All right. The U.S. has offered